Yo, what's up, man?
One fictional b-ball player, I'm rolling with Team Whoop.
No, that guy was a total ball hog. You couldn't even see the rock.
He's a werewolf. You gonna complain about not getting the rock from a werewolf?
Man, you tripping. Jimmy Chitwood, Hoosiers, man. Pure
Yeah,
shooter. He
Absolutely.
created a ton of space. He couldn't get the shot off, so he kept the ball moving around.
I don't want him on my team.
Chitwood? He played in what, the 1950-something? No three-point line, just a bunch of long twos? Not getting any spacing out of that. I'd take Team Wolf just because of how efficient he was. He's not gonna pass, but he scores like literally every single time.
Every time.
Of course you would. See, there you go with the numbers again. Listen, Jimmy Chitwood played the game with passion, man. He had the purest shot.
Hold up now. Aaron makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna change my answer to Jesus Shuttlesworth, because you know,
No, you
know
can't
he
do
got
that. Wait,
game.
we said fiction. Ray Allen ain't fiction. Hey, why y'all laughing? Y'all know I'm right.
All right. Justice Young.
Justice, man, bye, Rub.
All right, the freak. Man, you know the freak of ball.
Let's get going. We lost one game, it's not the end of the world. But we need to get back to work and clean up a few things. Let's get at it. Now, our inability to interpret late game situations has been costly. We need to do a much better job down the stretch. Put some time on the clock. We're gonna work on late game situations.
Turn it up! Yeah, let's do it! Who got ball? Watch the pin. Ball up. Watch outside. Come on, man. Nice shot. Pick. Right here. Go. Hey, get right. Hey, put it back in. Hey, he can ball, huh? Pick. Pass, baby. Keep it going. Good hit, man. Go over it. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Watch the screen. Ball up. Pass, baby. Get there. Go over it. Not here.
Back up! Good boy, good boy! Pressure him up! Watch the pick! Come on, man, come on! Yeah, let's go, let's do it! Don't let him get it! Watch the pick! Hey, slow it up! Hey, he can ball, huh? Stop coming! Come get it! Come get it! Hey, help me out! Help me out! Hey, hey, hey! Guys, grab it! Wait, get it! Yeah! Nice shot, nice shot.
Outstanding effort, gentlemen. Now let's set up the next drill. We can't leave him open. Hey, swing it. Yo, look at the clock, B. Let's get this shit back. Way to go. Good boy. Let's get a good shot. Handle. Let's get a good shot. Push it, baby. Yo, look at the clock, B. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Next time, man. Next time.
I see you, DJ.
All right, DJ, I see you want to work on your post game. Here's what we're going to do.
One more.
Not your day, DJ. Just not your day.
Hey, hit me up.
All right, DJ, let's get everyone over here and get started.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Yo, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Hey, who got ball? Who got ball? Hit it.
Flow going, guys. Let's go.
Come on, man.
Hey, hit me up.
All right, DJ, let's get to work. Now, here's what we're gonna do. Can't.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh?
Again. Deep breaths. Keep on moving, gentlemen.
See you later.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're bringing you the Houston Rockets out at Toyota Center as they face off against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2 wins to none. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. And we saw flashes of it last year, but after the long wait, it appears that Zhou.
What are you gonna do out there, Sham? Huh? What are you gonna do?
He ain't doing nothing. I can show you better than I can teach you, young. You just wait.
You ain't gonna do nothing out there tonight, Sham.
I ain't gonna do nothing. Keep talking. You already know my game don't lie. Hey, wait. You got something right there.
Whoa, we're here?
Oh, wait, that's just your foot in your mouth. Ah, got him.
You're so corny,
Yeah,
man.
whatever. You just mad because I'm going to have you looking silly. Just watch.
You gonna take that? Nah, man. I'm gonna be watching my boy DJ.
DJ? What? You got jokes. Man, watch what I do out there. Hey, DJ.
Hey, put some respect
man,
on my name.
Hey, all right, little Judge, you gonna see, man. You gonna see.
All right,
Don't let him
man.
talk to you like that.
I don't know what he's saying.
Hey, man.
Bring me in this.
What?
Man. He was trying to keep up with you.
Sit down, Lil. Holla, Liam. Sit down. Off my stage, I'm sitting. Off my aesthetic life. I think a play blowing up your whole life. I'm so sick and tired of the Photoshop. Show me something natural like Apple Raw. Something natural.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It's a one-game. Well, there have been a lot of great young big men come into the league over the last couple of years. Chris, do you think the post position is about to make a comeback in the league right now?
I think it definitely could make a comeback because of the players that we've seen enter into this game, like Cat and Davis and Embiid. But I also think that, you know, the game has grown because we've had to see players like Larry Bird on the post extend his game to three-point area. We got to see Hakeem Olajuwon get the first big crossover. So I don't know if the game will ever be the same with traditional posts, but I do know the game is in good hands with guys that have great skill sets, and so the big man is definitely back.
McConnell passes to Covington. Simmons, a screen on Ariza. Back to McConnell. Screen by Sharch. For three, Covington. Not going to go that time. And it's Houston the other way to come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
They were the clear favorite coming in. They seemed like a racehorse that was just waiting for the gate to open, but it just did not happen.
For the Rockets, Nene, he's checked in for Anderson. P.J. Tucker comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Eric Gordon subbed in for James Harden. And then for Philadelphia, Johnson comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's Trevor Booker in for Robert Covington. Now Fultz. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
Well, his rebounding stood out, too. He gave them a big lift on the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Paul kicks it to Tucker. At the elbow, it's DJ. Yep, that one goes.
Well, back before this run in the NBA, DJ was considered a standout prospect in the game. I mean, took some time off to focus on music, but has now rekindled that love for the game and is making the most of his abilities.
And it's blocked by Gordon. Now here's DJ. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's DJ missing.
That was as easy as it gets. He needs to complete those looks.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fultz the pass to McConnell. And Saric kicks to Booker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw. Substitution. 1:29 left in the first half of the game. And last season, the Rockets retired Yao Ming's number for the organization, a career cut short by injuries, but he was such a huge part of the history here, and it was great to see that honor bestowed on him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Yao Ming, one of the largest players I've ever seen in this game. I remember having to go up against him. He was so skilled for a player his size. Had some great battles.
And so, in the game for the 76ers, Redick and Covington make up the perimeter. Dario Saric is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Fultz in at the guard position. And it's Simmons. Look at that!
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. It's Ariza on the wing. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers trail by 13. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. They set the pick. DJ sets the screen for Harden. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Harden's got 7 now in this quarter.
He played a very solid first quarter. Now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
And here's Fultz. Redick setting the pick for Fultz. 5 to shoot. And Redick kicks to Simmons. Poke loose. Anderson with the block. And so it's the Houston Rockets. Their lead at 15 going into the... Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the... Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see that. Just a whole new 5 on the floor. Philadelphia also making some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Embiid. Saric comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Trevor Booker in for Robert Covington. Wells is out there with Gordon. Then it's DJ. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Nene in at the power forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Booker outside. Passes it to Saric. Shoots from the baseline. And good that time. Saric has got it back down to within single digits for the 76ers. DJ sets the screen for Wells. Simmons against Gordon. The dish to DJ. And DJ throws it down.
DJ enjoys showing off his jumping ability. Once he gets positioning, he's primed and ready to throw it down.
And as a shooting guard, Eric Gordon might be a touch undersized, but he can handle his own, has great strength and a very explosive step to keep up with his large counterparts.
Well, yeah, Gordon plays bigger than his size. Very efficient with his body when he angles in and go into the basket. He can step out and just space that floor, and he's quick at getting the ball up near the rim to finish for the drive.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Volts kicks to Booker. Holmes sets a screen. Dishes it to Simmons. To the inside. Here's Booker. That one wide left. Rockets leading by 11. DJ dishes to Nene. Here's Tucker. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The feed to Saric. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Saric has got 5 points so far.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. DJ sets the screen for Wells. Nene the pass to DJ. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Ben Simmons.
Oh, DJ is used to getting knocked around while shooting. Remarkable composure. Still finds a way to sink that shot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Seven seconds left to play here in the third. Simmons inside the line. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Houston. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back to the action after this word. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And Chris, you've been working as an analyst now for quite some time. Do you feel that how you view and enjoy the game has changed as you've transitioned from being a player on the floor to the booth?
You know what? I've learned a lot, and I've learned to look at the game a different way, but I look at the game the same way. I think the onus is on the player to execute what the coach and the GM puts out there for you to do, for you not to become a one-dimensional player, for you to improve in the summertime. That's the only time you can improve. And when you don't come back and you don't improve, it's obvious that you have the same glaring weaknesses that you had the year before. Even if you're not on a team that can compete for a championship, you want to make sure that you compete for a championship, that you compete for.
There's a minute left in the fourth quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Chris Paul.
Even when the entire defense was focused on stopping him, they couldn't slow him down. I mean, a terrific offensive player.
No good from Simmons. Here's DJ. Off the mark.
And don't sleep on Simmons defensively. Very skilled there as well. He just knows where to be and how to guard.
Yo, check it out.
Hey, Boo-Boo, what are you looking for?
Me? Oh, I was looking for them boys' pride. After the way y'all took it tonight, I know they need it.
You a fool, boo-boo.
Okay, listen, my hip. Look, old sports injury. Look, we're going to stick to handshakes from now, okay?
Come on, old man, get in the gym.
Old man, nothing.
Boo-Boo didn't play sports, man.
He did. You couldn't have. No way. You're not that old, is you?
I don't know.
Hit.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the New York Knicks. Checking out New York. They haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And what a beginning to the season we've had. Some amazing plays, some huge games. Shaq for the team.
Tell him sit down.
Live from New York, 2K. And before we get going, well, guys, thanks, GA. And what's scary is Porzingis is only going to get better. That kind of fearlessness will help him in the long run. And an exciting start to the year, but a long way to go. If you're a veteran player, how do you pace yourself?
Well, you ask the coach.
New group in for the Knicks. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Enes Kanter. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Lee's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Ntilikina in for Jarrett Jack. Houston with a big group substitution here. DJ is checked in for Capella. Nene comes in for Mbamute. PJ Tucker, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Gordon in for James Harden. So on the floor for Houston, Chris Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. PJ Tucker is out there with Nene, and it's DJ in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Picked by O'Quinn. That's a 2 from Lee, and that one comes up a bit short.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Kicks it to Nene. Pass to DJ, and DJ throws it down.
Well, I like seeing DJ's skills, not at the turntables, but at the rack. Who needs layups when you can throw it down like that?
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's McDermott, guarded by Tucker. The shot's good. And Gomez has got his first basket of the night.
Still young and still developing, but I like this mid-range area for Willie Hernan Gomez.
DJ sets the screen for Paul. Passes it to DJ. And DJ throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Ntilikina. Not really his range, and it's off target. Houston leading by 4. Gordon for 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. The Knicks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. 17 seconds left here in the first quarter. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. Drops in the breakaway layup. Gordon's got his first bucket in this one.
There's your run out. Great individual play.
Yeah, beats the transition defense up the floor, and then the easy finish. Boy, those feel good.
There's Lee with the 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Houston Rockets. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, they're attacking the rim in more than one way, and with that kind of success, you feel like the defense is going to make the adjustment. Then you start playing inside out.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Houston, Nene is out there with DJ. And there's Gordon. Then it's PJ Tucker. And it's Wells in at the 1.
I tell you what, that wingspan that Ntilikina has is massive. His arms go on forever. Makes it really easy to pick his opponent's pocket.
Nene with the screen on Lee. Gordon loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Gordon's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Rockets. Watch Kyle O'Quinn play, and you see a player who's a solid option off the bench.
Well, out of Norfolk State, Kyle O'Quinn has the kind of size that you would want for that position. I'm not sure necessarily about a skill set as a stretch 4 out there, but he brings great energy, a nose for rebounding, and comes in and gives you consistent effort.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Wells dishes to DJ. Count it. DJ's got 6 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The feed now to O'Quinn. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And it's DJ with the rebound. DJ's got 4 rebounds in this game. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead. A different look for New York. Porzingis is checked in. So it's Houston sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And we'll see if they can. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time. He's checked in for the Knicks. And a change for the Rockets. DJ's checked in. Rockets leading by 12. They've got Porzingis. Lee out there with Jarrett Jack. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's McDermott in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. And the dunk by Capella.
When your point guard has those kind of excellent instincts, ripping the D to pieces comes along with it.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Porzingis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That's on Clint Capella. So many things that Porzingis brings to his team. The excitement, the energy on both ends of the floor.
You wonder for KP if the steps and strides that he can make once a team is solidified around him can be even greater. If that effort is consistent from everybody on the team, this guy is one of the top rim protectors in the league and fearless on who he'll challenge if they come into the paint to throw shots away.
McDermott with it. He's against Gordon, and he trims the lead to single digits. 16 points for Porzingis.
Well, everything Porzingis touches turning to Zelts. That just happened.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. McDermott kicks to Porzingis. Back to McDermott, 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. They kick out to Jack. Some nice passing by New York here. A three-pointer, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Jack against Paul. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And New York making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. And then for Houston, Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And Wells is subbed in for James Harden. Hernan Gomez passes to McDermott. And it's blocked.
That block right there, all about persistence. DJ staying with his man and playing terrific high-energy D.
And one issue that has come up for the Knicks in their quest for success, Brent, is their lack of continuity.
Maybe one problem, Kevin, is that the New York Knicks organization feels just a bit too cliquey between ownership and then management, the coaching staff, and that there just hasn't been the kind of connectivity that you need in order to make things grow organically. It's been very forced in New York City, and until they find that right combination, the struggles can continue.
And the Rockets making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Now here's McDermott. Tight defense on him. Shoots over Tucker. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
And Jack kicks to McDermott. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. And that's now 6 points for Doug McDermott. Here's Wells. Good on the triple.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're rolling for the Knicks. Enes Kanter's checked in for Noah. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Lee. And Porzingis subbed in for Jarrett Jack. DJ is checked in for Houston. Chris Paul comes in for Gordon.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
So on the floor for Houston, Chris Paul is out there with Wells. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's DJ. And it's Black in at the 5. The 3 from Porzingis. No good. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A reset. And bringing it enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Woo-hoo! That's team ball, boys.
I can't believe we were up that much.
Hey, I wouldn't have minded some more minutes, work that offhand.
Hey, we worked that in practice. We need to get everybody some minutes, especially in a game like this.
With that lead, we could have had Boo Boo running the point. What you got, Boo? Come on,
like
come
that.
on, come on. What you got?
What? Oh, okay, Boo Boo.
And that is how you end a lesson, fella. Watch and learn.
Boy got skills.
Boy, crazy.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Atlanta, where we'll see the Hawks going up against the Houston Rockets. Looking at Houston, let's just say it's been an impressive start to the season for them. They've been holding nothing back throughout the early part of their schedule.
Hey, boo-boo.
Ah, DJ. I don't want to scare you. There's a kid out there with a giant cutout of your head. Just thought you should know.
Boo-boo, I see this all the time.
Well, yeah, at home. But this is the first time you ever seen one on the road, right?
Guess, I don't know.
Look, I just want you to be aware so that way if you look in the stands and see a silly mug staring back at you, you won't get scared. I mean, it's not like you got a pretty face like old Boo-Boo.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's meet Zhou Atlanta Hawks starting lineup. Starting at small forward. We are in Atlanta, Georgia, the home nest for the Hawks. It's an interconference matchup right here. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Mike Muscala is checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Luke Babbitt comes in for Collins. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Malcolm Delaney in for Bellinelli. Houston with a big group substitution here. DJ is checked in for Clint Capella. Nene comes in for Mba'amoute. PJ Tucker, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Gordon subbed in for Paul. So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Gordon teaming up in the backcourt. Nene is out there with DJ, and it's Tucker in at the 3.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, and I think all credit goes to that being just good offense. I mean, those are the kind of shots they want, and they got them.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Harden, and the jam by Harden.
They're pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Schooling them right now. Taking them to the woodshed, super aggressive and owning the paint.
Delaney kicks it to Bazemore. Out left to the wing, launches it. Muscala hits the bucket. Muscala's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They set the pick. Kicks to Bazemore. No good with the triple. Houston leading by 10. Pass to Harden. Babbitt grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And, you know, it's awesome to see Harden giving his all on defense. That's been an area that he's...
And so it's the Houston... You don't get a name like DJ without having a love for...
That's a good question. Music played a very important part of my life. As a kid, I used to like make beats, and then slowly I transitioned into DJing. I mean, so much so that early on in my college career, I decided to focus solely on music. And the music scene was great. I really enjoyed myself. I learned a lot.
And he has made a lot of fans happy with that choice.
Yeah, I believe it's good for players to have an interest off the court, as it can kind of give you some balance. Seems he has reinvigorated his love for basketball, though, and that's a good thing.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
And we know energy and effort go hand in hand, and they won't be denied playing with a bunch of energy, easily coming up with those offensive rebounds, too.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Hawks, Kent Bazemore is out there with Luke Babbitt. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Delaney in a shooting guard. And Clark, if you're a player on a cold streak, either in a game or over a couple games, does that tend to stay with you and get in your head?
You know, it's been so long since I played, Kevin. I would like to think that it didn't with me because the games came so fast. You're playing 3, 4, 5 times a week. You don't have time to loiter on a good game or bad game because the next one is on top of you. So I typically was able to get on to the next play within a game and to the next game after the prior game.
Offensive rebound.
And, you know, that's an easy one. You can't miss these shots. Those are makeable shots, especially when the defense isn't on its game.
Time now for an injury report.
And the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. He won't return for this game, and depending on the final prognosis, he may miss a number of games before making a return. I'll let you know more details as soon as I find them out. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking. And so it's Houston, 13 points up. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, CJ is checked in for Mba'amute. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. So on the floor for Houston, Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. EJ out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Schroeder with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Dedmon dishes to Babbitt. Schroeder outside. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Schroeder's got 12 points in the game. Paul against Schroeder. Paul kicks to DJ. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Well, Chris Paul signing the big contract this past offseason, and, you know, you knew he'd end up with one of the biggest deals out there, and his impact on a team goes far beyond just stats.
Atlanta making some changes. Mike Muscala comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Prince. And a switch here also for Houston. Gordon's checked in. 5 on the clock. Hawks working now with a fresh shot clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Hawks. Well, Greg, Houston wanted Chris Paul, and they got their man. One of the bigger surprises, certainly, of the offseason.
Yeah, and without Paul on this roster, this team isn't in the conversation for winning. You need him to keep your window of winning open, and he is just that impactful and makes everyone on the floor better.
Here's Ariza, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Rockets 4th.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And the Hawks making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Gordon, the pass to DJ. Here's Capella.
Hey, the long arms of Ilyasova, an asset on defense. Really able to contest shots at a high level.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Nene comes in for Clint Capella, and Wells is subbed in for James Harden. Here's Ilyasova. Atlanta again missing. Houston leading by 11.
And you know, Kevin, there is no question about what this Rockets team wants to do. Shoot threes and drive it to the goal. Last in the league in mid-range jumpers by a long shot.
Gordon dishes to DJ. He goes up again, and it's good on the way in. DJ's got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets.
And guys, what stands out to me the most of DJ's whole journey here to the NBA is that he was discovered in a street ball competition. I don't know what kind of show he put on, but apparently it was enough to get a camp invite.
Wells kicks to DJ, and DJ throws it down.
And Wells is just an unselfish guy, willing to give the ball up if one of his teammates is open. That's the way the game should be played.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And you know what? They were giving away points, missing at the line. A big factor in the outcome.
The Hawks trail by 12. Ilyasova out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Ilyasova kicks it to Bazemore. Ilyasova a screen. 4 on the clock. They need this. The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean
that
was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the bump.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Ariza passes to DJ. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Clark, as an analyst, do you feel you view the game drastically different from when you were in your playing days in college and the NBA?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I really do, because I've benefited from the different coaches we've had a chance to visit with over the years, and that's added to my perspective. And you tend to look at things differently when you're playing. I was always a student of the game, but clearly I think I've become a lot more analytical as an analyst, if that makes any sense.
Yes. And Dennis Schroeder out of Germany handed the keys as the full-time starter at the point guard in his 4th season.
And with his
1:06 left in the 4th quarter of this one.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Rockets.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And looking at the trajectory of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year. So this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series here against the Hawks.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
Well, he was swatting shots all game long, really owned the defensive end and got a ton of blocks and really protected that rim.
And Ilyasova kicks to Bellinelli. Basket counts.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, frustrating to say the least. I mean, don't even know why they're trying anymore. This one is a wrap.
Here's Prince. Sweet little floater.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Schroeder against Paul. They set the pick to the inside. Harden kicks to Ariza. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harden along with our terrific 2K Sports crew. thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Hey, boo-boo.
What's up?
What'd you think of that?
Think of what?
Come on, man.
Oh, I got a job to do, man. You can't expect me to watch every game. I'm just playing with you, man. Of course I watched it.
Hey.
DJ Big Time. That's who you are.
Appreciate
DJ Big
you,
Time.
man.
Man, you out there killing it.
DJ, can you come over and talk to Moochie real quick?
You got it.
Here you go, just like before.
What up, Mooch?
Deej! Good to talk to you again. I just need a minute of your time.
Can't find anybody else, huh? It's my pleasure, bro.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Sports Radio 56 with Moochie.
Sports Radio 56 back again with our favorite rookie, DJ. DJ, glad to have you with us. I gotta ask you, how you finding Houston so far?
Oh, it's dope, man. I go out quite a bit, and the city has been showing me love, man. Real recognize real. And these are smart fans, Mooch, and they know they picked up a diamond in the rough.
That they did. What's been your favorite thing about playing here?
Man, I love showing out for a city that understands and values the game of basketball. The whole city is hungry, and so am I.
That's some serious enthusiasm from the rookie. Well, thanks again for the time, DJ. Let's do this again soon.
Let's do it, Mooch.
Fans are gonna love it.
Looks like they already are.
Looks like my job is done here.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. Looking at Houston, they're ahead of where they were last season at this time. Always nice to see that progress in a positive direction. And the Jazz, signing their young talent to contract.
Hey, yo, C-Money.
Help you find something?
I'm just looking around, you know what I'm saying? I've never been behind the scenes before on this NBA thing. I was on the flow, yo.
It's not bad, right?
Not bad at all, yo. I'm gonna be there one day, you know what I'm saying? With the lights on me, everybody chanting my name like beat, fresh, beat, fresh. C-Money, you gotta get the elbows up, my
I'm
G.
working on those
elbows. And the boot,
yeah.
the boot, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm looking for DJ. He forgot his phone.
He's probably...
DJ, what's up? Your phone, Playboy?
What's up?
Can I help you? Excuse me, this is a restricted area.
Yo, Yo, before you get all super aggressive in my face, I'm B Fresh, a.k.a. DJ's right-hand woman, a.k.a. your mama's best friend, your daddy's worst nightmare. You probably heard of me.
Yeah, that doesn't tell me what you're doing right here. Where's Mr. Thompson?
Hey, Hannah, it's all good. This is B Fresh. Just brought me my phone. It's all good.
See?
Hey, Char, hold on to this while I do my warm-up.
Yeah,
man.
Charlie's gonna hold on to that, and then he's gonna escort Miss Fresh right to the exit.
Pointing fingers, King. I think she has a crush on me.
Hey, look. It's all good.
See, money, let's go.
Does he know her?
Yeah, he's in her improv group. Fresh lettuce.
Remember, sports fans, if the home team scores more than 100 points this game, all audience members will receive a coupon for one free taco.
Folks, don't forget to come out to the game for better play. What better way to pass the season than with the official favorite mascot?
We have the Jazz as the road team for today. Maybe too soon to start talking about this, Doris, but we see some young teams getting blown out. Clearly they're in rebuild mode. At what point do you start to throw for the Rockets? DJ is checked in for Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Mbaamuta. And Gordon subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Utah also making some changes. Urebko's checked in for Favors. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles. And Hood subbed in for Exum. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Gobert. Mitchell is out there with Hood. And there's Urebko. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3, the small forward. There's the pick. Tucker the pass to Gordon. The dish to Paul. Hood against Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. DJ sets the screen for Gordon. Bangs home the trifecta.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Gobert the screen. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And Tucker kicks to Paul. Passes it to DJ. Back to Paul. And DJ throws it down.
Boy, Kev, how good is it to see DJ work that hard to get into position for an offensive rebound? Really pays off for him.
54 seconds left in the first. Mitchell kicks to Cephalosha. Nice ball movement by Utah. Pass to Hood. There's the pick. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. Three-pointer. And it's DJ with the rebound. Rockets leading by 5. Outside Gordon. Inside, Jewel. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Boy, some strong arm work inside gets DJ to the line. Good to see him get physical in the low box.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Free throw good, DJ. Wells, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Utah also making some changes. Udo's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Johnson in for Urebko.
I think part of what makes DJ special, guys, is his commitment to the game, right? He wants to be the best player he can.
Here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Johnson, wide open, he fires. That one's off, still out of sync. Paul, no one around him. And so it's Houston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing. And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked to...
Yeah, I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is too. How far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, they are pounding away on the backboards. Every time that ball goes up, they are ready to go after it.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Cephalosha, Udo out there with Johnson. Then it's Rodney Hood, and it's Mitchell in at the point. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Johnson. Hood kicks to Mitchell. Johnson up top. 11 points for him in that last game against Toronto.
Well, we know this about Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder. He has a wide range of coaching experience, right? He's coached at the college level, in the minors, over in Europe, and in today's game, I think that breadth of experience is invaluable.
Ahead, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Well, we know Joe Johnson is a multi-time All-Star, and though his role has...
And that concludes the first half. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action. And now the third quarter about to get going. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half.
Houston making a switch here. DJ's checked in. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Ball and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. DJ out there with Clint Capella. And it's Ariza in at the three. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Well, what you know about Paul, he sees everything as it develops. That time he hits the wide open man.
For Houston, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Third quarter of basketball, we're about a minute and a half in. Here's Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
If Derek Favors gets deep post position, it's over. He's going to leave no doubt on the flush.
Lob pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Johnson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, across the board last season, James Harden, Greg, saw his numbers jump through the roof, but he showed improvement both in his defensive engagement as well as his rebounding. Not something that a lot of us saw coming.
Yeah, that's a good point. And with Harden, I think the rebounding is the really surprising number. Went from being an average rebounding guard to a great one the last few seasons. He's been showing more of a dedication to all aspects of the game.
Inside, Gobert the screen, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help them climb out of this hole.
Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in.
Well, I think, Kevin, most people would say Derek Favors a throwback big man, right? The guy wants to be effective at posting up, but he can shoot the face-up jump shot as well.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
The other bench deflated because that was a rough sequence for the defense. They hated to give up those points, but did nothing to stop it.
The Jazz making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. Paul. And DJ with the basket on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, what a drastic change going from so sound defensively in the first half to not close to that in the second.
To the middle. Here's Cephalosha. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's going to be on DJ. And last year, one of the bigger surprises in the NBA, the Houston Rockets.
And remember, absent Dwight Howard, a lot of people thought maybe they're going to take a step back. And in the year where several other super teams in the league kind of took a step forward, the Rockets were able to hold their own. The team has a system that works, and they have bought into it. And top to bottom, they've been making smart decisions.
Gordon dishes to Black, and the rejection by Udoh. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. .149 left here in the third quarter. And he gets it back. And that one is good from DJ.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Mitchell kicks to Johnson. Pass to Cephalosha. Feeds to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's a good screen. Shoots off the screen. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
But they get it back. And here is DJ. He's got 10. Another shot. And it's Johnson with the rebound. Jazz trail by 15. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Mitchell, defended by Paul. Outside Hood. Shot off the screen. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
I think, Greg, everyone played their role so well, and I loved how aggressive the guys off the bench were in that one.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Johnson kicks to Hood. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Hood's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. It's tipped.
I'll tell you, defense is about position and anticipation. DJ fantastic at both.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Rockets lead by 16. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas.
Voila. Voila. Yeah.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And Doris, you've spoken in the past about the art form of drawing a foul. Who are some of the best players that you've seen in executing that?
Well, I think the preeminent guy at this point would have to be James Harden, right? And this guy specializes in the and one, the 3-shot opportunities from 3. And listen, that is part of the game, and we do not want to take that aspect away, right? Because and ones have always been a part of the game.
Checking substitution.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
Now, here's Exum, guarded by Harden. A clear look for Johnson. The Jazz again can't hit it. Here's DJ. Misses there. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just...
That'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
What are you doing? Kobe Bryant meets Bruce Lee. That's what you are, boy. That's exactly what you are. Watch yourself. I'm gonna start calling you DJ Iron Fist.
Don't hurt yourself, boo-boo. All right, boy.
You close, you close.
Getting there.
Yo, who's the most famous person you've seen come up in here?
I don't know. Probably LeBron.
Me.
I can't believe y'all didn't say Kobe.
Well, hello, Driving Miss Fresh. How you doing today? Adhering to our no social media, no video policy, I hope.
You ain't got to worry about me, yo.
Look, despite her rough demeanor, she's actually pretty respectful of the boundaries and limitations you set up, Hannah. So
Yeah.
don't worry about it, okay?
I love me some rules, you know what I'm saying? I even use the bathroom and everything.
Yeah, so I saw your video on TMZ with all the paparazzi on you. That's a really interesting way to build a brand.
Yo, I gotta stay on my hustle, you know what I'm saying? Be fresh hustle. I can't pass up an opportunity with like 20 cameras in my face.
No, 20 cameras in his face.
Well, actually, it was just at my place. I wasn't there, to be honest.
Anyway, you ready to bounce?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hey, you guys need anything from me?
Well, I assume
Nope?
since you're
Okay,
slumming it with Miss Fresh that we're done for the night.
Yeah, interviews in the can.
Yeah,
social
drive
stuff.
safe,
Okay.
Miss Fresh.
Stay strong, C-Money.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Me too. Roscoe?
No, I'm always down, B.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, let me see that, Jason.
Hey, Rook, come here, man. Hurry up. Shh. Coach and Aaron over there getting heated, man. Something about you. Just stand here and pretend like we talking.
Listen, I know you're not a numbers guy, but DJ's per possession numbers, his plus and minus, and the team's overall performance when he's on the court are sky high.
You don't have to tell me. I know I'm not a numbers guy. And yes, I do know that DJ was a steal of a signing for us.
Ooh, it looked like SK throwing some body in it.
Hey, shh.
Hey, you can hear them?
Not with you yapping, bro. I got 20 here.
Okay. Hey, wait, I thought that was for sight.
Just pay attention.
Tell Coach DJ's on and off
Aaron,
net ratings.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
Look, I'm sorry. I know Coach has a way of thinking, but it's beginning to become a problem.
Coach knows his guys. I mean, he can read the temperature of a locker room better than anybody I know in this business. You have the luxury of dealing with just the numbers. I mean, let's be honest, you're not really a people's guy.
Like people?
Yeah, but do people like you? I mean, numbers are cold, and so are you, and that's fine with your job. But Coach has to ask these guys to do something that at times isn't always in their interest. That requires psychology, empathy, art, and a little bit of numbers, but we all know that numbers aren't everybody's life.
Numbers don't lie. Plain and simple, DJ's our guy.
DJ's time will come. That's all I can tell you for right now.
So I told her. What up, Coach? So I told her there's no way in a million
Sammy,
years.
DJ, please, get some shots up.
Sure thing, Coach.
We're on it.
Hey, DJ.
All right, DJ, let's get to work. Now, here's what we're gonna do. Head in the game, D. Practice how you play, guys. Come on.
Hey, don't let him shoot there.
All right, DJ, let's get to work. Now, here's what we're gonna do.
Started, man. Started.
Okay, guys, get back to work.
Next time, man. Next time.
All right, DJ, let's get to work. Now, here's what we're gonna do.
Turn it up! Turn it up!
Just... Doesn't get any better than that.
Good finish, man. See you later.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. The Rockets have to feel pretty good about their recent play. They're a team that no one wants to face right now. With just one loss in the last 10 games, they'll be tough to beat.
"2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Anywhere. I just put it down for a second and... Charlie, you see my mop?
We're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first,
Well, Kevin, LeBron James does not mind being a vocal leader. He said conflict was just part of the game for me growing up. I played outdoors, and if you didn't win, you might not play again for the rest of the day. Now I'm the leader of this team, and I expect nothing less than greatness out of all of us. I'm going to hold everyone accountable, including myself. Kevin?
And that's so great to hear, D.A. LeBron is a proven leader and champion, as we all know, expects to contend for a championship every year. And tonight, Steve, a marquee matchup. This is one of those games that definitely draws some attention to it.
Yeah, these are the games where fans, people watching,
They are in their seats with their popcorns. They're ready to go. These are the best of the best, and people want to see this. I'm looking forward to this one, Kevin.
Well, I know you got a new tie. You've got a new suit. I mean, you're ready to go. You know people are going to be watching you and listening to your work. Here is Thomas. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
Green passes to Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Refining his skill set inside. You see the work Thompson's putting into his game.
Harden kicks to Gordon. A three-pointer, no good.
You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
Here's Smith.
Oh, did you see that? Showing off big-time athleticism. JR is telling us he wants to be in a dunk contest.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. And some nice passing there by Houston. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Houston shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Nene, he's checked in for Houston. Wells comes in for Chris Paul. And then for Cleveland, Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Rose in for Isaiah Thomas. Free throw no good for DJ. And when you watch DJ play and the way he's found some early success, Greg, you are just surprised that he didn't commit himself to basketball earlier on. I mean, I understand his love for music, but he missed some valuable developmental time taking that time off.
Yeah, but to be fair, DJ's a different player today than he was in the past. He was only interested in music and essentially removed himself from draft consideration. So now he just comes off as a much more focused and committed player. And for this team, he looks to be well worth the wait.
Here's Crowder. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And Jay Crowder, one of the bigger pieces in the trade that brought him to Cleveland, always seemed to be the odd man out with the revamped roster in Boston. But he's got some strength and length on that wing, also some toughness and depth. And for the Cavs, getting Crowder in the deal was a big part of why they went with it. He's helped fill a couple of holes Cleveland had, and he's also on a friendly contract, so he'll be a part of this team down the road.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. There's the triple, and it's DJ with the rebound. Rockets have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Wells' shot is good. And Jamie Wells, originally drafted by Portland, solid player out on the wing. He's always had a spot on the roster with his ability to make plays out on the perimeter.
And Wells' ability to make those plays has never been questioned. It's just his focus on the game, the mindset when he plays that has kind of gotten him in a little bit of trouble. But make no mistake, the talent is there.
It's a pick by Love. Now here's Rose. Shoots the three. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. The Rockets on top. Had a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the...
For me, at a younger age, I was...
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Hot right out of the gate, generating some early confidence and building on that lead.
Gordon is out there with Wells. Then there's Nene. And it's DJ. And it's Tucker in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. The Cavaliers trail by 4.
And one thing that is quite clear with the Rockets in terms of their approach
is their shot selection. They prefer easy layups or threes. Very rarely will you see them play that in-between game.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Love with the screen for Smith. That 3 off the mark. Rockets leading by 4. Kicks to Wells. DJ with it, working on Green. On the wing, Gordon. Nene, the screen. Gordon kicks to DJ. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. DJ's got 8 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Outside, Crowder. The dish to Smith. Pass to Crowder from deep. Offensive rebound. Houston's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Here's Tucker, and he's good on the 3-ball. Tucker's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit.
James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back up. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hand. DJ is checked in for the Rockets. Rockets leading by 11, and so in the game for the Cavaliers. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Thomas is out there with Dwayne Wade, and it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. Wade kicks to James, passes it to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Love with the screen for Wade. Down low. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Ariza outside to the paint from 10 feet out, and it's DJ missing.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM, and he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Dwayne Wade. And Smitty, I can see on a court where you have a favorite spot to shoot, but were you the kind of guy, too, because you were such an outstanding shooter, that you had to receive the ball at a certain place, like on your hip or around your shoulder, in front or on the side? Was that important to your shot?
Hey, Kevin, great question. A lot of guys like it in different situations. They call it a shot pocket, but I kind of liked it on my left side to kind of grab it with my left hand so I can catch it. Then I can rip through an all-in-one motion or pump fake. So putting it on that left hand was where I really liked it, Kevin.
It was in your rhythm, right? That's exactly where you could catch, and that was the rhythm that you would establish for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And every time it was there, you just felt like it was going in. Obviously, if it wasn't perfect, you still had to make the shot. But that's where I liked it, right on that left hand to go right into my shot.
Paul with the ball, guarded now by Kevin Love. He tries for 3, and there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Paul. That's now 8 points for Ariza.
CP3 moving the basketball around. That's what you want out of your point guard.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And one of the surprise moves of this past offseason was Chris Paul moving to Houston, joining James Harden to become one of the strongest backcourts in our league. Kicked off a feeling that Houston would be a force this season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Trevor Ariza. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for James Harden. And Wells is subbed in for Paul. Gordon dishes to DJ. Can't connect from short range. And you know, Greg, many thought that Chris Paul may take a look at San Antonio, and he did, but Houston was too enticing a chance to pass up.
Yeah, it's certainly a distinctive third chapter in Paul's career. He's always been criticized for not going deep in the playoffs, and saw Houston as maybe his best bet to make a deep run.
It's stolen by Rose. From about 19 feet, and the shot goes in. Rose has got 5 points so far.
Hard to contest Derrick Rose. With his speed, he's able to stop on the dime and pull up.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Here's Wells. They grab their own miss. Nene. And Tucker has it in the corner. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low. Takes the three. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rose kicks to Crowder. No good on the triple. Gordon. That shot, no good. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Rockets lead by 5. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. We've got a great game. Houston with a big group substitution here. DJ is checked in for Tariq Black. Riza comes in for Nene. James Harden, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Paul's subbed in for Wells. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. James comes in for Crowder. Filling out the wings, it's Harden and Ariza. Luke Mbamute out there with DJ. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot. It's the 5 for Houston right now. The shot and game clock separated by 4.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for Green. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Derrick Rose. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against the Utah Jazz. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
As good as LeBron is at drawing fouls, still only a career 75% free throw shooter. Boy, what if he could raise that average.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're down by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
A lot of time left, which should allow for a really good shot if they run the right play.
Paul kicks to DJ. Money!
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. A wide open look for Love. Right between the eyes.
The ability to finish under pressure, that's something K-Love brings to the table.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Paul for 3. Can't knock in the 3. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish.
For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
These refs were horrible tonight.
Right? Every night is something different. Them refs must be dehydrated.
Just don't be saying all that at the press conference or you'll be paying for it.
You right.
You ain't never lied, Shannon.
I know. I got fined so many times.